I have no clue what I'm going to be talking about in this section, but we can just kind of go ahead and wing it, and you can edit it out as we go from there. I think one of the most important things about finding notes in general is the marketing. I mean, in the existing note business, there are a tremendous amount of notes out there. You get them through the county recorder's office. That's where they're all filed. I'll tell you about that in just a second. But ultimately, in all the 7-step processes that I just talked about, I think the most important one is finding notes. And when you're finding notes, you have to look at it a couple different ways. You have to go out and actually be proactive and perhaps find note holders, or create a scenario in which people are bringing you the business. And so what I've done is I put up here on the board things that I have used in the past and that I still use in order to find notes. But I think the key that you have to remember is finding notes all comes down to where they were recorded. Every single note that you find is backed up by a deed of trust or a mortgage. Those documents are recorded at your local county courthouse, at the county recorder's office. So, for instance, if I was using Roland still as an example, and Roland borrowed from Countrywide, Countrywide would make sure, through the title company, that their lien against the property was recorded at the courthouse. So one of the things that you need to do, especially getting started, is go to the courthouse, or perhaps get online with your county recorder's office, and go down there and see what these liens are. What you're looking for is you're looking for a private individual who is the payee, or the mortgagee, or the beneficiary. We go back to those examples that I did earlier in the series. Those are the people you're looking for. You're not looking for the payor. You don't care who's making payments on the note. You care who is receiving payments on the note, because they're the ones that have an asset to sell. Think about it. If you're making payments, you don't have anything to sell because you have debt. But if you're receiving payments, that's an asset, and you can sell that asset. You meaning collectively the seller or the holder of the note. So in order to find note holders, the best thing to do is go to the county recorder's office, or your local county courthouse, wherever it's recorded in your county. Go down there and ask them, and they'll be happy to help you, and they'll tell you, oh yes, you look in this file over here, or you look in this computer here, this is who you look for. Start a search, and what I would do is I would just use the word Adams, like John Adams, and start an alphabetic search. And sometimes they can, the searches will go one way or the other, but that's the easiest thing to do if you're searching yourself. Now, if you've never searched for a note, I highly recommend that you do so at least once or twice so that you know what's going on. Having said that, I don't think that that's a really good use of your time, spending all of your time in the local county courthouse looking for notes. I prefer having other people do that work for me. And so I've created a list right here of services that will do that for you. There are attorney services out there who do all of this research for attorneys. You can look in your phone book through attorney services and contact them and say, hey, by the way, when you're doing research down at the courthouse, I need you to look up private note holders, and I'll give you the criteria in just a minute. But when you're using an attorney service, you're going to be expecting to pay this service a fee, and maybe it's negotiable, a dollar amount per name that they find that they bring to you. And we'll talk about what you do with the names here in just a minute. You can also go to aggregators. Aggregators are database services that collect information from the county recorder's offices all over the country, and they put them in big, huge databases, and they'll sell you mailing lists based on the information that they've collected. I absolutely love using this. And by the way, on the website here, you will see a list of database services that I've used. Abstractors do title work. So when title companies issue title, they subcontract out a lot of times to abstractors who are researching title on properties. These guys really know what's going on. And so you can contact, if you would, abstractor services and have them go do the search for you. And finally, you can teach someone else to do it. I have a friend up in northeastern, actually he's in northern New York, and one of the things that he was doing is he was calling courthouses around the country and asking them to recommend 2 or 3 services that did research in their courthouse. This allowed him, and he would contact these services and he would negotiate a fee. This allowed him across the country to do research in all the various courthouses and get current names. You can either do that, or you can teach one of your kids to do it, or teach someone in your local neighborhood. Those are the ways that I suggest that you get information directly from the courthouse.